Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. In today's video, I'm going to show you two Valentine's inspired makeup looks using the new Natasha Denona Love palette. It's such a gorgeous, beautiful palette. Before we start, let me quickly show you the swatches of all the shades in the palette. Going row by row, here is row 1, the second row and the third row. Okay, so let's move on with the looks. In the first look, I'm going for a little Indian desi style look. So starting off with the primer, for both the looks I'm using the same base makeup. Using a mini Becca Firstlight priming filter, one of my favorite primers of all time. This will give a nice glow on the skin and it is also really hydrating on the skin. Love the scent of this primer. Next we are moving on to the foundation. We are going for a natural look. So using the Benefit Hello Happy foundation, such a cute packaging this foundation has and it's really liquidy. If you want a full review of this foundation, I do have it on the channel. I will link it in the description box below. So blending this foundation out, it's a very liquidy foundation. So usually I will use a brush. Today I'm using the e.l.f. brush, I think, and just blending the foundation out. It blends very easily and gives a very natural skin-like finish. It's not very matte, it's not very dewy. It's a very everyday natural finish. Don't forget to apply it around the neck area. And if you have exposed chest area, there also you should apply some foundation so that it looks seamless. Next, moving on to concealer, using the Covergirl concealer. I love this concealer for around the mouth because the shade is perfect, and also use the Milani concealer. This will be for underneath the eyes and also a little bit for around the mouth. I will have all of the products listed in the description box. Again, using the same brush to blend out the concealers as well. This Milani concealer is amazing. It's so beautiful, it's so blendable, and it looks amazing on the skin. It almost like blurs out the skin. Since I used a matte-ish foundation, I'm using a little bit of a glowy powder. So using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. This will give you a light, luminous, healthy glow to the skin, but like not too out there. Okay, moving on to the palette. Here is how the palette looks like. Beautiful reds and purples. Reds and purples, they go so well together. First of all, taking this berry red color for applying as a transition shade. I have only the concealer on my eyes. I did not apply any sort of primer. And this palette just blends beautifully. The shadows just blend themselves. The mattes are beautiful in this palette. Next, I'm creating more definition. I'm just packing on the color a little bit more. I love building my eyeshadows little by little. So that's what I'm doing right here. Okay, next we are moving on to this light pink shade, and I will use this shade to blend out my previous transition color. Next we'll go into this deep blackened cherry plum color. It's a beautiful formula. It's a matte shade, but it's one of those creamy matte colors from Natasha Denona which just blend effortlessly, but they have sort of a creamy finish and they are not intensely matte. They have a little bit of a sheen to them. This formula is just gorgeous. I love this color. So using that color in the outer V and blending it out. Taking this beautiful plummy burgundy shade, which is sort of a metallic duochrome shade, and applying it over the lid with my fingers. I wanted to use the silver in this look. I don't wear silver too often, so I thought let's be a little different and use the silver along with this look and see how it goes. So I will be applying the silver near the inner third of the lid and just blending the silver color out into the previous shades. lining the lower lash line with the same colors which I have used on the lid. Here I am using a pointier brush to create a little bit more definition and just blending the shadows together. And again I am using the deeper color to just give some finishing touches. The eye look is complete with Kajal, mascara and everything. Moving on to the bronzer using the Hoola Benefit Caramel, or is it Benefit Hoola Caramel? You get the point. Using this to bronze up my face. Bronzing plus contouring I love the undertone this bronzer has, and just using it all over the face, or rather I should say around the perimeters of the face. For blush, we are going to go in this beautiful blush duo, and I'll use this deeper pink shade as the blush. It's a beautiful cool tone pink, and it looks really nice on my skin tone. It's not too intense, you have to build it up, but it's very buildable and it looks really pretty. Using this Milani palette for the highlighters, you will be using the 3 deeper shades for the highlighter, so it gives like a goldeny peachy highlighter on my skin tone, and I love that kind of highlight for my skin tone. So the look is almost coming to an end. For lipstick, I will be using the Disguise Cosmetics lipstick. Love this shade with this look. Full review on this lipsticks was my previous video if you want to check out. And yeah, that's about it. That was my first look. This is how I will wear a desi Valentine's look, if I may say so. Let's go on to the second look. We will go a little bit western. So base makeup is done. For eyeshadow, taking this bright violet purple for the lid. I started using a brush, but then I figured it's going to be better with the fingers. So I then go in with my fingers where it picks up a lot of product. This color is also that creamy matte formula. It's amazing. It's a beautiful formula. So applying this all over the lid, and then going into this deep purple color for the outer V. This is a very simple look. This can be done within 5 minutes. So blending the purple in the outer V, creating sort of a V shape, and then I will go into the red. Like I already mentioned, reds and purples, they look so beautiful. This kind of a look can be achieved with some of the Juvia's Place palettes also. I tried it. You can get the exact same look with those palettes. So this red has sort of a pinkish tone as well, so it looks really pretty. So the red will go as the transition color and the outer V, and in the outer V I also have the purple and the light purple. So all of these 3 shades, you can see how well they look together. There is no mudding or anything like that. I love how these 3 colors blended together. And the same purples, both of the purples will go in the lower lash line. Then taking a little bit of that mid-tone pink color and just blending out the red so that it doesn't look too harsh and it looks seamless. Now for some shimmer, it's a matte look, but I'm applying a little bit of that duochrome purple in the inner corners. I will not go too in to the lid, just in the inner corners and in the lower inner corners, just for interesting pop. And I will also be taking that pinky duochrome color. This will also go on top of the purple, just for that extra shift. Why not? And yeah, that's about it. That's how the finished look turned out. I dropped my brush. I bronzed up my skin with the Benefit Hoola Caramel. The bronzer is the same. I'm using a different blush and highlight as well. For this reddish purpley look, I used a very light mauvey blush which is not too intense. So this one is from Palladio. And for highlight, I went into a slightly pinky highlight from the Becca and Chloe palette. This is the Malika palette, by the way. This highlight shade is beautiful. I love this palette. It was such a good buy last year. Even the bronzer in this palette is really nice. And for lipstick, this lipstick is made for this look. It's the shade Lava Cake from Dose of Colors. It's one of my favorite lipsticks of all times. And I think it looks beautiful with this look. And yeah, that's it. That's my second Valentine's Day look. I think if we go out this Valentine's Day, which we think we will not because of the virus situation here, I may wear this look. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do let me know which one is your favorite, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.